I mean, draft is always a fun chance for us casters to actually get into the game, but we're going to have to get to the standings a little bit later because we've got our first game on the board. Tana, it's going to be Team Peps versus Team Avalanche. Avalanche on your orange side, they've got Cerulege heading into that central lane. Does Team Peps, but Avalanche have decided to go with a Mimikyu. Nice look coming through from both of these teams as we've got a cheeky little double invade goal from both sides.
Yeah, I'm loving the fact that Oni is back on this Mimikyu. They were the saving grace for Avalanche last week, and I know they are looking to bounce back big this week. They feel like they've managed to get through a couple of their issues, and let's see how they perform. Not managing to steal much away from Peps at the moment, but you just want to keep the attention of this Cerulege, forcing it into the lane as a lowly Chaka there.
I mean, only picking up that one blue buff is going to be a problem. We know from experience ourselves at Tana playing over here that Cerulege does struggle a little bit as a Chaka deck, but here we go. We've got a little Dwebble chasing after an Umbreon, and Team Peps is coming out strong in this one as well. So 15 points stands at 0 with these middle Altaris about to go. I think I'll still run that INGAGE, but it's a little bit obsolete at the moment.
What I do love, though, is seeing Potato on this Zacian, of course, with the recent patch notes, no longer unstoppable in that Sovereign Sword, but feeling like still very capable in this match so far. Avalanche will have characters that are looking to stack. I know Oni does on Mimikyu, Gyarados likely will as well, but they're yet to find a single point in this game.
Yeah, look, and Magikarp is struggling, wants to climb that waterfall, become the big Gyarados. Umbreon is online, which is going to be great here as well for Team Peps just to absorb a lot of that damage that's coming through. Mewtwo Y definitely want to watch inside of that basement lane. It's such a good attacker right now. Being able to keep that range and obviously Side Strike and Infinite Cyber, going to be able to stun and really give an opening for Team Peps, but still donuts on the board for Avalanche as we do have another Brawl, X-Attack, and that Mega Evolution is going to be popped up, and just hiding in that bush, not going to be able to get any damage off as we head to that central lane. Regidrago is here.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match. Although I say that, Mew from across the screen as Peps launches the Regidrago away from Avalanche and scores even more points down in this bottom T1 row of 70 unanswered points as Avalanche looks to bounce back. Bruv escapes onto the pad.
I mean, a War Turtle is a very strong Squirtle, really good blaster. It's really one of those defenders that's coming in to its own in the meta. Solar Beams are just going to hit so hard right now because they don't really have a range attacker to actually counter or, you know, put that big range damage on from the side of Avalanche. They've got Mewtwo, who's gone into their Mega now. Cerulege going to go in with the bit of blade. The Star is going to come through from Mew as well. That's big damage. And Mimikyu is just trying to shadow claw anything they can. They've got beautiful shadow sting onto the Umbreon, but gets caught into that V-look. Not where Mimikyu wants to go. It's this. Gets taken down. They get taken down. That Umbreon.
Finally getting some points in here on the side of Avalanche. That was a lot of effort that they used to take out Bruv on the Blastoise to make sure that they can win this lane. Regieleki will be taken by them. Bruv happy to sit back on that pad and defend that as Team Peps rip this Regirock right now. Can Correct get onto it? Quento's coming in as well. Pushing up against Potato here. Boosted Sanchez, the king of secure in this game right now as Cloud dives on in with a bit of blade here. Gets on through, manages to cut onto this Russell. There's the Elder Quento trying to deal with them all here, but Team Peps scores more points for.
Beautiful secure by Zante on that Mew, but then followed up straight away by the Revenant Ren, really giving Avalanche no time to breathe at all, Tana, right now. And Zaci's going to try and maybe get a few more stacks in. Gyarados still only at level 7. It is being, I think, Gyarados is struggling right now in this lane at that level 7 with the rest of Team Peps level 7 and above. A lot of level 9s and a level 10 Cerulege. Gyarados really needs to get some farm on their side. But Team Peps is also not breaking any of these pad spots inside that experience. Umbreon gets sent back to Nurse Joy. Avalanche want to put some pressure down now that they've got a 3v5 heading on into the base lane, which is sitting on 2.
Look at it here. The two biggest teams in this league right now are BK3 and Team Peps. So this is always going to be a mountain for Avalanche to climb, but they are well within this game. There's not too many points between them. Definitely able to catch up on that. It's all about the levels, as you've mentioned, buddy. Again, Oni is showing to be the linchpin for Avalanche right now. See a little bit of catch-up made by the rest of the team.
That was a nice, I believe, a 38 overcap into the top side by Potato on that Zash, and that's going to put even more pressure on Avalanche as we head to the 5-minute mark. Midway point of this game, Team Peps, with that Blastoise and Umbreon combination, Zante is going to go completely untouched. I can't wait to see that damage taken stat as opposed to the damage dealt stat at the end of the game. We do get access to those, but right now Regieleki is the objective on the board. Potato's going to stay top side. Blastoise is going to zone alongside the Umbreon, and Cerulege and Mew could take this, but the infinite Cyber comes through.
Here as well, but the blade isn't going to go off to them. They're walled off against the waterfall of Karake here as they're looking for it, but they manage to escape from yet again a massive serve trying to push Gyarados up against the wall with a big boy 2 cannons. Doesn't do that, but does put back Avalanche back to their D2 pad, and now they're just going to take the central area. This is what we saw from Team Peps last week, just complete control of Faya Sky Ruin.
I mean, you have a Pokemon like Blastoise. There's such a problem right now with those enhanced stats, but you've got a player like Bruv on that Blastoise as well, moving around, being pushed and pulled with those 2 cannons and that serve. But then also you've got Umbreon who's going to lock you down with that mean look. It's a problem comp for the side of Team Avalanche, Team Peps. This is why I really want to see draft, my guy, because we could see what was banned out and what was available. Did they select the Blastoise and Umbreon as their first picks or not? Zante being allowed the Mew as well, but any range attacker that you allow Zante to go onto is going to be a problem as well. Teams are just, there's no yellow dots, Tana. They farmed them all up, and Team Peps got both tier 1 bases up, which means they are also starved for experience as well, but there's a lot of red dots they can farm.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to do. Potato and Karake going there. Instead, trying to rotate down. A massive hit. Rubble Rouser will come through as they find the KOs onto the side of Peps. Goodbye, Cerulege. They managed to find Umbreon and push onto the T1 pad. But as you mentioned, buddy, of course, starved a little bit for experiences, Team Peps having those T1s up. So they're happy to let them break it and give them some more dots to find.
I mean, smart decision by Team Peps. Not only do they risk not getting KO'd as well, now they get some farm, they get the MDBs up to farm as well. Cerulege is level 13, Zacian and Zante, Potato and Zante all level 12s as well. Brock also at level 12. I mean, the new changes to this experience share, the way experience is divvied amongst the map, Blastoise is not struggling to get those levels or those plus moves anymore. 2 seconds to go to this top objective. Want to see what it is. It is a Regirock. And unfortunately for Avalanche, if Team Peps get that Regirock, that's going to be a tanky Blastoise and Umbreon that they now have to deal with again. But there's going to be a fight over this one.
Yeah, Mark's going to make it out of the concentration. They're going to go back to a happy state with that 8 people at least. Regirock continues to be picky. A bit of blade will connect. Again, Zante of all will get that secure. There's the Cauliflower Crash used just as we see Groudon take to the field right now, trying to see if they can kind of get a pick onto the opposing Cerulege, and that's exactly what they do, and now they want more, but look at the serve from Bruv, Hydra Typhoon onto 4 of them left, manages to find the KO onto Eldegoss, and Team Peps are holding strong on the back of Bruv's action. Right now it feels like Avalanche are up against it, it's just the Gyarados and the Mewtwo left, and they're just going to rip Groudon.
I mean, Bruv's taking a quick retreat back. Zante has not been touched. You cannot stop these beams at all. Gyarados is going to try and make their way through with Waterfall, but no. Zante's going to pick them up with a big solar beam, but Eldegoss is there to heal them up. 1 minute 17 on the clock. There's still not a lot in this, Tana. There's 103 points on the board, so a Groudon could change it. We're going to come in for a second fight between these two teams. Zacian has their Unite move, Mew has their Unite move, and Rubble Rouser and Play With Me are up for the side of Avalanche. Here we go.
Again, Bruv with a massive surge on through with his barrage used by Zante, sends up a nice beam over to the side of the Gyarados. Bruv is going to go handle them right now as Potato fighting up against Mewtwo Y right now. Joxo has to back away. They go for the rip, knowing that Bruv will lock down Avalanche. Look at Marv diving down here as well. Allow their carries to rip the objective. This is Team Peps' control of this map as they take the objective.
I just want to point out, Bruv did a fantastic job separating Eldegoss and Mewtwo Y in that instance there. They pushed them on to the Diglett jump pad, and Mewtwo Y got separated from Eldegoss, and that was just game over at that point. Beautiful Hydro Typhoon once again. 19 seconds left to go. 379 to 186, but I think that might change soon enough. And Team Peps showing why they are one of the 2 teams to watch in the EU region. My goodness, Tanner, what a great first game.
Tell you, they really making a statement, as you say, buddy. I mean, Avalanche, they weren't out of that. I think they were.
No.
As we hit the 3-minute mark, we do see Team Pep starting to really put on that pressure that they are known for. But Avalanche are just on the edge of being able to win some of these games here, buddy. And I know Oni mentioned the other day that they are really working to make sure that they can bounce back this week, knowing that they have the opportunity to do so. And I think that they're just so close to being able to do that.
Go for Mega Charizard, Y, Mega Lucario, and Vaporeon. Banning out Vaporeon, man, I can't even imagine if Brav gets access to that Vaporeon.
Yeah, well, that's why the bans are interesting as we get on into this game here, buddy, because Team Peps, it's kind of like they've directly banned people. I mean, Nax no longer able to use their Psyduck. Karake has obviously been limited on Mega Gyarados. They have to go with the normal Gyarados. And Oni does have to go on the Mimikyu, because Leafeon, you don't want to see Oni on Leafeon. So as we kick on off into this one, looking at what they've picked, Zante is no longer on that ranged attacker. They're going rapid with a Galarian Rapidash.
That's really interesting to me, but we now got another double invade coming through. Darkrai heading into the central lane for Avalanche. Darkrai was a Pokemon that also got a buff as well. A lot of crowd control. It seems like it's coming out from the side of Team Avalanche this time round. Game 1, they were on the back end of the crowd control this time round. They're going to try and give it back to Team Peps. Trevenant, we talked about it when we were playing games earlier this week. It's such a problematic Pokemon, especially with those Horn Leech resets. But the main thing right now, I think that's still just a regular Gyarados. You make a Gyarados, you have to assume, got banned up once again.
Yeah, I don't know whether playing the Gyarados again is the right choice right now. I do like this Espeon, though, from Joxo, especially if you want to go for either the Psyshock or the stored power. The Psybeam is definitely a necessary, but I think Psyshock's going to be huge for dealing with that Zash and that Umbreon and that Snorlax. So I think that's a good choice here by Avalanche, as they are still looking to desperately get farm that Team Peps refuses to allow them to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Donuts on the board early game once again for Avalanche. Sword Power also really good here to try and hunt down this Galarian Rapidash. Unfortunately, that Sword Power does give Espeon a lot of movement ability as well, but to run away from a Galarian Rapidash, that's a horse galloping at you, my friend. But Cerulege is here to help out as they push this basement lane.
Yeah, it's not easy when you've got the levels that Team Peps have found. They've got power spikes that they were looking for. You're still after your own on your own side, of course. Not a Trevenant yet, not a Vaporeon yet. So it's tough right now, and they're doing the right thing. You got to go back into your central area, try and share out that experience where you can. Look at Zante down here, refusing to let Quento hit that Trevenant stage.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I saw Brav click flail.
I mean, bro, we've been seeing it, bro.
We've been seeing it when we've been playing off stream as well. But flail, really problematic, as Avalanche are going to try and get some kind of momentum going into that top pad. They are now taking the score lead, but a flail axe coming at you. That Espeon has to be very wary. I think Brav just wants access to that block as well. It's going to make it even harder. But now Oni going to try and get their own back here. Speaker versus Speaker, but they got a Vaporeon helping them out.
Yeah, I mean, Darkrai didn't even need the buff, so I like this play by Avalanche. Flailwax is bizarre. Blue 5, if you can hear me, it's all your fault. I'm calling you out right now, my good friend. As they dive on here onto Karake. Again, Gyarados struggling in this game. They do now have Vaporeon, at least on the side of Avalanche, but they have to regroup against it right now. Klaus trying to see if they can escape. Managed to get away is Potato. They do secure the bottom objective as well, the Drago rather, as they try and make it up to the top side, but Avalanche already going for this rip.
Avalanche looking real strong. Darkrai's just going to rip this. Regieleki straight off the bat. Vaporeon is also a very, very good zone, a very good block off. So 2 defenders versus 2 defenders as well. So Avalanche have taken a page out of Team Peps' book. Don't want to give them too much credit, but that crowd control that they had to come up against in game 1 really set them off, that now they've decided to go and follow exactly what they want to do. Turnabout's fair play, and they're doing it very, very well at the start of this game. Tano, Red Ice goes through. Regieleki walks in topside.
Yeah, so Avalanche taking the lead here with the points, managing to at least keep up level-wise. Gyarados has just got access to Dragon Current. Quento will escape Marv here as Vaporeon trying to get out of the reach of Zante. In fact, they may have just found Quento. There's the mean look, and that's the pincer movement style of play that we're so used to seeing from Team Peps.
That was absolutely beautiful. They saw they were chasing down the Vaporeon, but, call them back. Marv said, hey, I've got the mean look on the Trevenant. Take the Trevenant out of the game for a bit. Potato doesn't want to fight that top side. Gyarados, I want to say, has a lot more support in this game right now with that Vaporeon. It can stay in there. It can heal him up. Triad Blitz is going to come out too. Are they going to try and find the Darkrai? No, they're not going to be able to find the Darkrai because the Horn Leech comes through from Trevenant to really assist that nightmarish Pokemon.
Lot better from Avalanche in this game. They've got quicker rotations. They've got team play amongst themselves as they try and get target selection through onto Team Peps. We dive on in. There's the Psychic Solaire coming on out, but the Moonlight Prance is going to be used here as well by Marv, trying to keep their team in this stall out. Avalanche, Revenant Rend connects onto 3 of them here, Lobo, and they just clean up. Team Peps annihilating Avalanche's line here, and it's all off the back of Potato being in the front with that Klaus on the backup.
I mean, absolutely brilliant. We also saw in there was Bruv with that Flail doing the big damage and taking that big power nap to stun everybody through, which allowed the Revenant Ren to come out from that Cerulette. But now they're going to turn their attention. No scores going to go in. It's a 14-point game heading just past the 5-minute mark at 4:30. Regieleki isn't even going to stay on for a hot second as they've got a push coming through now. Unite moves were used. Let's see if Avalanche can defend this pad, but Team Peps deciding that we're going to go back and get our farm and not push this one through. There's still a bottom Reggie on the board, which Team Peps is looking at.
Yeah, I mean, the Lecky is a good push here that Avalanche now have to defend, allows this Registeel to be taken uncontested by Team Peps. As we're getting to the stage now where experience is becoming rare on the field and teams start to look for fights against each other. We see Avalanche getting quite aggressive in this bush here, waiting to see if they can ambush anybody closing in on that T1 pad.
Yeah, I agreed, my friend. We got 30 seconds till Regidrago shows up again. Still a very close game. Avalanche have fought their way back into this game. I really like how they've turned their team objective-wise. They're now focusing on a lot more consecutive and consistent, cohesive team fights as well. As many C words as I can come up with. Gyarados is going to try and fight a fight with Zacian in that top lane. Keep Potato distracted. Nice block by Marv as well. Trying to really claim that central area zone, but the fights are breaking out all over the place right now, Tano, as Gyarados does finally get felled by the communal teamwork of Team Peps.
I do feel like Avalanche need to work on grouping up again here. They're trying to defend too much. They're stretched too thin as Quento is backed up into that Triad Blitz. They will be taken, trying to defend this top pad. There's the Psychic Solaire. That is a little bit late. They're going to have to farm that up a little bit. Of course, people feel like not such a detrimental Unite move, but it's so good for team fights. Definitely going to have to farm that up.
I mean, also, Worst Nightmare was, I think, used as well. They might need to farm up that Unite move. So 2 really important Unite moves are not on the board for Avalanche. So Team Peps might go for a quick rip, go for the quick engage on the team fight. Nice block by Bruv coming through, just pushing everybody away, waiting for their team to come back. Potato in that top side is going to rip down the Regieleki. Vaporeon is dangerously low right now, but it can get out. Nope, the me look plus the combination are coming through. Cerulette is going to take an Avalanche on the retreat. Oh, Bruv, almost capturing a Trevenant.
Yeah, now Avalanche have got to the point where they are on the precipice of being able to win this game, but Team Peps just haven't allowed them. They've managed in the final, 30 seconds to score them more points, get some good catches as Quento's in the mean look here. Phantom Forest has to be used, only finds 2. Dragon Current now coming through, trying to see if they can get onto this Snorlax. Not going to work with that block being there. And again, the fight has been broken up. Revenant Rend is going to come through onto Quento, but they managed to escape. Good hit on the side of Espeon to find the KO onto Marv, and Avalanche do have an advantage at the moment, but they have to wait for Vaporeon to come back. Power Nap here is going to be used in the choke point. That is massive to allow Team Peps to regroup.
Yeah, I agree. Look, we saw Cerulege go and attack after using the Red Triad. Blitz is going to come out as well. And Umbreon gets fells the Gyarados Psychic Solaire a little bit late trying to defend their team, but now everybody's caught. Cerulege is going to whip and dive their way through. 3 KO streak coming out from Marv. And Darkrai is the final one left, but Espeon cannot be found to help out Team Avalanche right now. Stored power is not going to be the best secure tool, but Team Peps know that they are at least 100 points to the good in this game right now after scoring. Regieleki walked in, but Espeon, look at it. It was thinking about it, Tana, to go for a score, but it might not be enough.
Yeah, I think you got to stay around here for the fight. I mean, it looks like Peps is not going to go for the rip. I mean, you do have Psybeam on the side of Espeon, so you do have good secure, but look what Zante's doing. They were looking for the vision, dive straight into the secure that is Jogso, and they just run straight into Snorlax right now as Bruv shuts them down. The rip on the Kyogre comes through, but it's Sovereign Sword that locks it in for Team Peps, who are already in the lead, and they will end this set with a 2-0 record.
I mean, 2-0. We thought Sovereign Sword was the one that took it, but Bruv said, nah, this is my spotlight. And just swiped at it with one of those big bear-like paws that Snorlax is so well known for. Mate, a very good performance by Team Avalanche. Wait, what?
It's the other way, bro.
It's the other way around. It's the other way around. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. I was so confused.
It's because we're spectating. So
we're spectating. My bad. Guys, I've been away for like a month and a half. It's okay. I'll get back into it. I promise.